Welcome to DivTech 101, aka Black Mentors. We discuss information technology, also known as IT. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you and showing you just the unveiling of a computer, keyboard, and mouse that I ordered online for a client. I'm basically be setting this up in their facility for a workstation that they needed. So I decided to go with something a little bit different, a little bit smaller. And just keep in mind, this is for education and entertainment purposes only. So if you decide to purchase this, you definitely do so at your own risk.
Okay.
No, pretty much get for themselves. So one of the first things that I want to pick up is here we have a M309 optical mouse. This is just a basic third-party mouse. These run pretty cheap. They came with the computer. Anytime that you order a computer online, whether if it's through Amazon or a third-party site like Newegg or something like that, you're going to get a third-party mouse. Now, just because it doesn't say a brand name like Dell or Microsoft or whatever, or Lenovo, doesn't mean that it's not good. It's just a third-party off-brand type of product. Now, these off-brand products are pretty good for any kind of mass production style workstations that you may have. So if you have like hundreds of workstations in a production environment, you can definitely get away with a cheaper brand mouse rather than constantly replacing name brand things. So when it comes to computers and peripherals, keep in mind that they are just like clothes and shoes and food. People are used to name brands, Oscar Mayer, Tyson, as far as chicken, there's different brands, but there's off brands that make just as good products too. It's just an off brand. So I'm going to kind of open it up here so you all can see it. But when you're looking at this, keep in mind that it's just an off brand type of product here. And you can see, so with the off-brand equipment, you can see this is an optical mouse. You can tell because it has a LED type light on the bottom. So if I was to basically plug this into a workstation, so I'm going to plug it into one of my docking stations here just so you can see the optical. So as you can see, when I briefly plugged it in, you saw the red light flash, and basically that reads whatever surface that you're on. So that's the mouse just by itself there. It's got a cover, a little cover sleeve. And if you decide to repackage it, you can just slide it back into there. And if you're using this, may save this for our client. I may hold it off to the side just as an extra mouse to hold them over in case something breaks, but not bad at all.
Perfect. Now
that we got the mouse out of the way, one of the next things we want to move to is we're going to move to the keyboard.
Here we go again.
The keyboard itself is going to be the same type of product. We have the BT keyboard here. Now, this particular keyboard, very, very slimline type. You can see it's this a classic keyboard, nothing too fancy. They even have their little logo on there as well. And there's different keys, of course, on here where you will have the Windows key. If you look real closely, you will see that they're on the Windows key. You see that there's like a ladybug on there. And this is, like I said, if you want to use this, you can. I would put this mainly on stations that don't do a lot of keyboard entry. I wouldn't use this for like any kind of front office staff per se. You can see right here.
Wow, beautiful!
So where you would traditionally have the Windows key here, they just basically put their own version of a key there, and it's just a ladybug. And then this right here, where you see this key, this is not actual key right here. This is just a blank space just for looks. Keyboard, not too bad. You know, like I said, it's very standard. Got the high console as you're typing. People like to hear that sound there. So I'm not going to go too much into the keyboard. We all know what keyboards do. One of the other pieces that I want to go into, which I cannot wait to get to you all, is the actual computer itself. Okay, so we're going to get to that here. Now, the computer came with it is a Lenovo computer. Okay, the Lenovo computer. It came with, of course, its charging pack, and I did buy this system used here because I want to test it out to see if it's going to work properly and everything. But you can see the power plug is a little bit different than the standard one that you normally get, and these are the kind of power ports that you get on systems that are ultra micro or micro style systems. So that's our power cord here. You can see we have a different style power adapter here for that. Now, people ask me, well, why would you get a workstation that is really small? So compared to a traditional desktop workstations, this right here is the ThinkCentury workstation. You can see it's very, very small, very slimline, basically fit into my hand here. You can see the profile on it as well. The profile is very, very small. You can see it has the different ports onto the back of it here. And it also has a wireless adapter on it too. So let's go ahead and put this up to the camera so you all can see it here. So the first thing is, this is Windows 11 that's on here. You see the different little ports there. Power. You have your microphone, headphone. Then you have your USB-C. And then you have another charging port for standard USB onto here as well. Now on the back side of this is where it gets a little bit interesting. You have your Wi-Fi adapter here. So if you can screw on your Wi-Fi adapter, if you want to screw that inside the port, that's fine. Then you also have your RJ45 port to plug directly into a network. Then you have your USB ports. So you have 3 of them on the back. These little sections right here that you can punch out are basically for additional video sources. These mainly where your console ports, if you want to put one there, and also for your VGA. And then you have your HDMI, which is your standard, HDMI cable, and then you have another USB port, and then you have a display port, and then you also have the power here as well on the back. Okay, now keep in mind, people, that this is going to be a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. Okay, this is going to be a little bit different than what we're used to seeing, and that pretty much wraps up the video per se from this perspective, because there's not much else that we can do with it. I mean, we want to open it up, we could open it up, look at the components on the inside, but this is just a slimline desktop that is going to be used on a desk. It's basically going to sit like this here. So it'll be sitting on the desk. You have the different ports, on it. So that's what we got in today's video, you all. Just those short reveal there of those items. So if you have any questions or concerns about any type of systems that you think about ordering, please go ahead and reach out to us at DivTech101. You can look us up on YouTube. Definitely check out the links below in the description. Definitely post any comments if I can help you or answer some computer related questions that you have. Now, I'm okay with, just really, you know, basic questions. But as far as like setting up things, different types of services like that, that's when you'll definitely have to be going to the website to request those kinds of business opportunities there. But like, listen, subscribe, DevTech 101, aka Black Mental People. Look forward to bringing more content to you all soon.